Hello everyone! Chapter 7, Video 4, Reflecting Graphs. This is Miss Osier.
And Miss Lahart.
And here we go.
Okay. So now, reflecting.
Now we reflect. You can reflect over the x-axis or the y-axis. The x-axis or the y-axis. And this is what will happen. Your negation will happen outside of your function, or the negation will happen inside your function.
Just to the x or to the whole thing, basically.
Yep, pretty much. Mm-hmm. So what do we mean by that? This is what we mean by that. You need to decide what transformation turns one into the other. Okay. And we got some stuff going on from the last time, too.
Yep.
So we know that this is an up one.
Mm-hmm.
And we also know, because this is happening inside of the function, that this is going to reflect over the y-axis.
Yep. And that's going to shift it 1 unit up.
Boom. Now the negation on number 2 is happening outside of the function. So that is a reflection over the x-axis. And you have a -2 inside of the function. Not a negation of 2, but just x minus 2. So you're moving to the right 2. Boom.
Okay.
Happening outside of the function. Well, I lied. Not happening outside of the... Yeah, no. Okay. Reflect over the x-axis.
Yeah.
We're just showing you that it can be written 2 different ways. Yes.
Well, no, that one would be... That's negating everything.
Yeah.
So reflect over the x.
Okay. And then -2, down 2.
Okay. We're just showing you, like, you've got to be careful where your negative is.
Yes.
Like, that's why the second graph pops up, because if it would look like this, well, where did it go?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, if something popped up that originally popped up.
If it goes down, it's reflecting over the x. If it goes left and right, it's reflecting over the y.
Yes.
Okay. So take this equation and reflect over both the x and the y-axis. Okay. So we would negate the entire thing.
Yep. So you multiply through by a -1, yielding that. That would reflect it over the x. And now...
Then you would do this guy.
Just to the x value. So you take all your x's and you go. Now, if you square a negative, doesn't change it. But what would change is that middle term right there. Boom. And that's what would reflect it over the y.
So this original function was reflected over the x and the y.
Yep.
Boom. So identify the parent function, write an equation for the function given. So we can clearly see this is an absolute value. And now we have to say, okay, what happened? It's not starting at 0, 0. It went left 1, down 1. So it's going to be +1 inside and down 1, and down 1, so -1 on the outside. It was also flipped over the x-axis, so you're negating the whole thing. Boom!
There you go.
Putting all the pieces together, everybody.
Okay, so now we'll give you a certain description so that we want you to reflect this over the x-axis. We want you to translate it. You left 2 units and up 2 units. So here we go.
So I always start, personally, I start with this stuff. Okay, but you do it in whatever order you want. The left 2 means it has to happen inside, so I would put parentheses around the x before the cubed and have the -2. Ms. Lahart says always reflect first. You know, it's just, it's, but like I said, it's preference, okay? It's preference of which way you do it. So it would go like this, boom, 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 boom. +1 is easy, and there we go. Ooh, yep, there you go.
That's it.
Have a great day. We'll see you in class.